Hey everyone, my name is Kimberly Rose. And for this week's birth series, we're going to be diving into if there was a previous miscarriage before you came in, if there were any abortions or failed abortions while you were in the womb, or fetal deaths. And I know this might sound really triggering, so please take a few deep breaths. So last week we went over unwanted, unplanned, illegitimate births. Were you an oops baby? Were you planned? Were you wanted? Were you not wanted? So we go back to the birth to help these really deep fears or limiting beliefs. There might be some heavy burdens that you might be carrying in your cells somewhere in your body that you don't even know that you're carrying. Like maybe someone passed while you were in the womb and your mom was really depressed and sad or grieving. And then for some reason, you've lived your whole life carrying this really deep sadness or depression. So we want to go back to your conception, womb, and birth experience to help lift this so you can be free from anything that's not yours. So this week we are diving into previous miscarriages, abortions, or fetal deaths. And how do I know this? How do I know all this information? For almost 14 years, I've been taking people back to their birth experience and helping them unlock these really deep rooted patterns. And I was trained by several amazing breathwork teachers and studied with tons of people for quite a few years, listening to everyone's individual birth. I got to study my own. And the woman who trained me how to do this, she's been studying people's births for over 50 plus years. And her name is Sandra Ray. So I got to learn from her. Like she's been doing this for a really long time. And I love taking people that far back to help unlock anything that's just not serving their life anymore so they can experience more ease, more pleasure, more peace in their life. Why not create heaven on earth? So possible programming from previous miscarriages, abortions, or fetal deaths. They might be afraid of life. They often think people are out to kill them. And that one for sure I know is true because I've worked with a lot of people who maybe their parents were like, this baby is bad for business. It's not a good time right now. And they went and got an abortion. And I've watched people that I've been able to work with, they're always on edge. They always feel like someone's out to get them, or they will abort certain things before someone aborts them. It's very, very deeply rooted fight or flight type patterns. Okay. And this is where it could be coming from in right now in this life. Okay. Continued back to previous miscarriages, abortions, or fetal deaths. They often have the thought, I don't want to live. They often have the thought, life hurts. They don't usually trust people in relationships. They don't feel wanted or loved in relationships. They feel like they shouldn't be here. They have the tendency to be concerned about things in an extreme way. So these are just some possible programming. Some may resonate, some may not. So this is the beautiful thing about breath work. I made breathwork sessions for each individual birth. So I have this breathwork session for previous miscarriages, abortions, or fetal deaths. I have one for C-section, if you were a forceps, if you were induced, drugged at your birth. The list goes on and on. I have every single birth. I have made a full birth series of breathwork sessions just for your individual birth. And you can go to the link in my bio or go to breathewithkimberlyrose.com under shop, and you will find your birth. And the power of our breath is when you take time to breathe to this guided breathwork meditation, it helps to balance the brain. It helps to lift those really deeply rooted beliefs that just don't serve any of our lives anymore. And it helps us to get through whatever we're facing in the day. These are really powerful breathwork downloads. Please let me know how it goes for you. In the guided breathwork download, you will be able to feel the limiting beliefs. You'll be able to feel any pain from your womb experience just naturally dissolve. The session was made to help you clear so you can create and live the life that you truly desire. And we do have the power from within to help shift this. And the fastest way to do it is through our breath. So I hope you enjoy the download. Please let me know how it goes. So stay tuned for next week. We will be diving a little deeper into wrong sex at birth. If your parents wanted you to be a boy or a girl, and how that could be affecting you and how to shift it. All my love.